Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to yet another stream, and welcome to Punta Gorda, everybody. I'm taking an Allegiant bird from Punta Gorda over to Chicago Midway. This is a real life route that I'm actually gonna fly in a few months. I'm planning on going to Fort Myers in late September on Spirit, and then returning back from Punta Gorda on Allegiant. The cool thing about Punta Gorda is that you board completely by stairs. I did request the stairs just now, and I don't know where they are. I'll do that later. Okay. Anyways, this plane has been sitting in Sarasota for the longest time. I had to move it from Sarasota here last night. Like when I came back from work last night, I had to quickly repo this plane. The quick, like 20 minutes in the air flight. Very nice and quick. My antenna did his job. Did an amazing job yesterday. We got our plane over to Punta Gorda, and now we're taking her up to Chicago Midway. Again, a real life route. I'm gonna fly in September. Really excited, and it'll be my first time flying Allegiant actually, so it will be plenty of fun. Thankfully not into Punta Gorda, but out of Punta Gorda, because I'm not deplaning into whatever this mess is. I'm not gonna deplane into this. But Punta Gorda is a fun airport. Let's go ahead, fly out of here. Let's go ahead, jump on this bird, start her up, and get her off the ground. Battery 1 and battery 2 come on. Along with external power, we got that available. We'll align the aiders, I don't know, I'm gonna say aiders. Crew oxygen supply comes on, ground control comes on, nav lights come on. And we're gonna wait to test everything until the 3 dings come along. We're gonna go ahead and actually get this plane up and board. I got 127 people out of 180. We're at about 180, let me think. 180 divided by 127. Nope, 127 divided by 180. We're at about 70% capacity. I have no idea how packed Allegiant flights are, but 70% capacity, it's probably about a good amount, just about over 100 people. Playtime, Mikla, thanks so much for joining, man. What's up? Good morning. I'm just gonna call you Playtimer because that's just easier for me. All right, we got the 3 dings. Let's go ahead and get these online. No smoking, and it goes to auto, and the what is that? Oh, the dang it, the emergency light. That's what it is. Go to arm. We're gonna test the CVR, make sure it's working, and we're gonna get the APU fire test started. Beautiful. We'll get that fired up right about now. 1, 2, 3. Push, hold, and let go. And then we're gonna get boarding. I said boarding started, right? We're gonna get that up and ready. And boarding. Here we go. Here's the stairs. We can go ahead and operate them now. Hello. Operate these stairs. Hello. Okay, let go. Okay, good. I will buy the Bravo Airspace 787-8 Premium Deluxe. So actually, even if you don't have Premium Deluxe, so it used to be that plane was only available for the Premium Deluxe version, but now you can buy them on any version. Like I even bought the 787 for I think it was like 10-15 bucks on Marketplace. I don't know why they're allowing us to buy these planes on regular versions now. The whole point of them is to be exclusive, but oh well. Yeah, Bravo Airspace is probably the best 787 out there right now. I didn't buy them because it's just 20 bucks per plane. There's no way I'm gonna buy that. I have the Horizon simulation. I actually did a stream a few months back about the Bravo Airspace. No, sorry, about the Horizon sim. You can check it out. We did a Denver to San Francisco flight. It was a fun plane. It's not so the Horizon sim. It's not sim ready. Like it's not a good plane, but it worked. 787-8, so the Sobel default is a -10, but people have found out how to modify it and make it like a -8 or a -9. So don't worry, it'll all fit. All right, let's go ahead and get in it requested. Passengers are in fact boarding. You can see them. Yeah, here they are. Look at that. Oh, this looks so good. The only problem that I have with the scenery, and this is like what, like a $10 scenery. It's not the best. Like, yeah, it looks better than default, but could have at least done a better job, you know. Jackson Hole, on the other hand, looks amazing, and we're gonna fly to Jackson Hole one of these days. We're gonna fly to Jackson Hole. Believe me, guys, it's amazing. The scenery is insane. I've actually been flying there with the CRJ recently. The SIMSOFT CRJ got a giant update, and I've been flying it with the CRJ from Salt Lake City and back to Jackson Hole. Mainly because last Saturday I was trying to fly along with Captain Canada, and I couldn't because I did not know how to fly the CRJs, and now I'm mad. And I basically taught myself how to fly that plane. So yeah. So we're gonna fly the CRJ very, very soon. What's up, man? 77-8. So Bravo Airspace. Okay, so hold on. 2024 is it available without 2020? Yes, they're standalone games. You can buy 2024 if you don't have 2020. I would not get 2024 right now, just because it is still a little unstable. A lot of crashed desktops, a lot of not working mechanics. I'd just stick with 2020. There's gonna be people that who's like Owls or XP. They're saying 2024 is like ready now. You know, leave 2020 behind. But no, I wouldn't say so. I think there's still way too many bugs, still way too many things they haven't patched. So I'm not buying 2024. Like, first of all, my Wi-Fi is just not gonna be able to handle it. So I'm staying with 2020 for now. I would also get 2020 if you want a stable sim. For 2024, do it at your own risk, because I'm not a professional there. All right, we have 123.7, and then 30.0 on the dot. I mean, the 77-8 is it available without MSFS? You mean the Bravo Airspace one, right? So for any one of those, 19.5 on the block. So in order to use any one of the first of all, what version do you have? What version? You have the Premium Deluxe, right? It's a Premium Deluxe. As long as you have the Sobo 787, no matter if you bought it from a other sim, or if your simulator came with it, as long as you have the Sobo 787-10, every other mod will work. So just make sure you have the 787 first. The default Asobo 787 first. If you have that, then everything else will work. We're not fueling, right? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get the APU on. Seatbelts can come on, and the fuel pumps can come on as well. Oh, beautiful, beautiful fuel pumps. Look at these views. And actually, I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is camera shot 8. Go right here. Oh, okay. Then over here, I'm gonna do kind of this thing. Let's do like that. Yeah. Camera shot 7. Interesting. Okay. If this is how we're gonna be boarding in real life, I am not excited to fly Legion, because I do not want to walk all the way over there. But okay, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Curl 77 does not work at all. I have the 77 and the Curl pictures are all pink. Did you pay? Curl's the one that you paid for, right? Let's see. No, hold on. Curl's free. Oh, Kuro 787 is free. Interesting. Might have to take a look into this, but yeah, no idea why it didn't work for you, man. Again, I don't have the Premium Deluxe version. I have just Deluxe for some reason. I don't know why I bought a $90 game. I could have bought 60, but I bought the 787 on the marketplace because it was available. So it should work for you, because since the sim came with your plane, right? So I honestly, I have no idea why it's not working. This is kind of cool though. The only uncool thing is that they're walking. Oh, I want to see, where do they like turn? Okay, they walk like over here, and then got it. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. Maybe it's because MSFS 2020. Are you on 2024 or are you on 2020? Because I think I think I don't think you can do it on 2024. Yeah, I don't think you can do it there yet. Punta Gorda weather 3013, same as last night. The altimeter. And actually, I've been a little sidetracked lately. Let's go ahead and get the plane nice and ready, and then I'll answer most of them. I'll still keep up with the questions. We are Allegiant flight 869. Do not laugh. That is not a funny number. If you laugh, you are a baby. Cost index of 5, and a cruise altitude of 38,000 feet all the way through. Very, 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 very nice. Wind, insert that. Yeah, 2024. Okay, maybe that's why. Again, like I said, 2024 is not quite stable yet, depending on who you ask. Give it some time, because yeah, I think because oh no, hold on. So Kuro, I'm pretty sure all of these mods, like Kuro and Bravo Airspace, I'm pretty sure they're all for 2020. I don't know if I just burst your bubble or not, but I'm pretty sure they're all for 2020. Why is my thing not working? Oh wait, here it is. Hello. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all for 2020, man. We're gonna go ahead and delete this this continuity here. I wanna, bruh, for real. All right. Well, you know what? Screw this too. Oh wait, hold on. No, I need to do this. Departure, runway 22. What are the winds at, actually? Because the winds were telling me 160 at 4. Okay, yeah, runway 22 is the way to go. And 2024 marketplace. Okay, so if you bought it on 2024 marketplace, let me think. Try, you know how to reinstall stuff in Content Manager. Try reinstalling it. If that doesn't work, then I'm sorry, man. That's the only thing that I know how to do. Just reinstall mods. Yeah, I think if you bought it on marketplace, it should be compatible. Wait, hold on, Kuro or I don't know if you bought Kuro on marketplace, because that one, it's available for free. Hold on. Okay, so let me tell you, Kuro 787 is not available for 2024. Yeah, Kuro is only for 2020. I'll look on the flightsim.co page. Hold on, let me bring it up for you. If I look on the web page for the Kuro 787, I don't know, this is where you got it from. Flightsim.co. This is wherever I get all my stuff. Yeah, see, it's only for 2020. Not 2024 compatible. So yeah, so Kuro will not work, and that's probably why. I'm pretty sure it's Horizon Sim 787. Oh wait. Okay, so yes, so the Horizon Sim is available. Horizon Sim. Okay, so if you go here, I also have this downloaded. Oh, okay, so you need to get the headwind installer. Yeah, so Kuro unfortunately is not 2024 available. Horizon Sim is available, and if you can find Bravo Airspace on the 2024 marketplace, I'm pretty sure that's available as well. Let's go ahead quickly, clean this up right here. So it's gonna look. Oh yes, that's very nice. Then we're gonna quickly scroll through here, make sure there's nothing wrong. And into Midway, we have what? Midway, so far we're gonna have the runway 22 left planned. Actually, let's take a look at this. Where are our charts? Into Midway, we have a few of them. So, RNF Zulu, hold on, so we have what? We're arriving via Boca. So, 22 left Zulu, 22 left Yankee, and 22 left X-Ray. Yeah, we're not doing X-Ray, I'm sure. Either Yankee or Zulu. I think one of them has to come in. Okay, so Zulu has you coming in at a bit of an angle, so we're not doing Zulu. We're going to be doing Yankee here. The Yankee's the way to go. We're going to go 22 left to Yankee. via the Fisk arrival, and do we have a transition? Go back. Oh, we're doing over here. Via route. Start route. Routing and impacts. We do have the transition. The Drzewiecki transition. Quickly script through this. Make sure we got everything set. And in its continuities, nothing. Weak. Up through here. This is when it's continuity, but it should be fine. We're just gonna reconnect this here. Boom. Awesome. All set. Alright, boarding is all done. They're all finished up in there. All these guys over here are finished up. It's gonna close this door right here. Whoa. Lock that. I'm gonna go ahead and go on squawk mode Charlie. Just make sure I'm all ready and set. Okay. Alright, balance is ready. VATSIM's ready with squawking 1464. Let's quickly do a few more things. We're gonna go final load sheet. Rad nav, all's good here. We're gonna go over to K Midway. And we'll prepare for pushback and start a performance. Actually, we're gonna go over to init first. We're gonna build this 123.7 and 30 on the dot. All beautiful. How much do we have right now? Should be good. Okay, back to performance. Beautiful. We're gonna go over here from the final load sheet. Only 2-2. Sync the weather. Flaps 1 up 0.1 at 128 the beat speed. We'll take that. Flap 1, 128, 128, 132 the B1, BR, and B2 speeds. Flex 52 degrees. Very nice. Backs are gonna stay on, anti-ice off, no toga. We're gonna do flex today. And then speed restriction, we're gonna keep 200 for now. Until we accelerate past our deferred speed. And then secondary flip plan real quickly, we're gonna copy this over. No, not copy anything over. Punta Gorda, back to Punta Gorda. We're gonna quickly do this. We're gonna go over to secondary flight plan. If we take up 2-2, we're gonna probably come back around for 2-2, so just take the RNAV 2-2. We'll do that. If Bravo 77 is compatible with SIMSOFT 2020, yeah. So if Bravo airspace is compatible, might as well get that one. Because if that one's the one that works, then might as well get the one that works. You know. 30.13 the altimeter, freedom units, temperature 27, right? 27, and winds 160 at 4. We don't worry about the minimums yet. All set. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback. Beacon light comes on. External power comes off. Pick this up. Nope, all good. All good. Okay, ready for pushback. Thank you. We're gonna go back to arc mode. I will buy it. It says that in the I will buy it. It says that in the MSFS 2024 marketplace. So yeah, if it's compatible, might as well get that one. You can also try for free before you, just making sure that it's not a problem on your end. Before you buy it on 2024 marketplace, look up headwind installer on Google or Microsoft, like whatever people use nowadays. Look up headwind installer. It's gonna look something like this. So just headwind installer. I cannot spell. Yeah, it's gonna look like this, and you download it, and then when you open it, it's gonna look a lot like this. And this is where you can get, so for example, Latvia Farm made a bunch of aircraft. You can get the Horizon 77. This one's also free. Timbridge for this one. Who's gonna have a bunch of liveries here, and of course, this is where you also get the A320neo if you want. But it's a pretty useful installer, and I would get that first, just to make sure that it's not a problem with your 787. And yeah, just do that first. Because that's the one that I flew. I flew the free one. Alright, we're going to push no spacing. I'm going to actually take a look at that. Which one will we do? We need charts. Hold on. Not Midway, but we need Punta Gorda round. We're gonna probably take, okay, we're gonna push nose left. I'll start over here, doors are closed. Walk mode Charlie. Constraints come on. Constraints on over here. We're gonna climb up for 3,000 first, initially. 5,000, my bad. And let's go ahead and get her started. Parking brakes release. All engines clear, start at will. We will do that. Start this clock right here. And we're gonna turn up those sim sounds way up there. And we're gonna shut up for this startup. Because my goodness, are the CFMs amazing for startup and horrible for taxiing. weak CFMs. Alright. Seatbelts are on. Nav lights are on. Beacon light is on. Strobe. We can actually turn it off for now. I don't know why I turned it on. And let's get her started. Make this turn and we'll start her up. Again, we're gonna shut up for this one. Alright. Enjoy the startup. Starting engine number 1 first. Actually, I want to see something. Should we single engine taxi out of here? No. 2 engines, starting engine 1 first. Ah, come on, man. Explain vehicles obey. Well, okay, no. Starting engine number 1. Alright, good start on engine 1. I don't know if the sim sounds are way up there. I don't know if it's too loud. We're gonna taxi Charlie Alpha. And then up there. So Delta Charlie Alpha. Okay, starting 2. Starting engine number 2. Start on 2. Sim sounds just a little bit down. Don't worry, man. You don't have to tag me every single time. I see you. I want to buy the 787 because it's my favorite plane, and the one from Bravo has a lot of liveries, which is my country's airline. If anything, you can just like download the liveries, a lot better quality liveries for free. But if you want to buy it, go ahead, man. I'm not stopping you. I can tell you not to, but I'm not gonna come to your house and freaking destroy your computer if you do it. You know, you can do whatever you want. APU comes off. Engine mode to norm. We're gonna go flaps 1 for takeoff. Flaps 1. Alright. What was the trim again? Trim was up 0.1, just a little bit in this direction. Take that, okay. 30, yeah, right here. Flex 57 degrees, we gotta remember that. Yeah, so if you want to get the 77, Easy you. I'm not stopping you. Alright. Flight control. So we're gonna taxi Delta Charlie. Cross runway 33. Oh, it's 33. Okay. Yeah, cross 33. Actually, shouldn't we have 1-5? That's too short. So Delta Charlie cross 33. Charlie Alpha all the way down. We're gonna go take it all the way to 22. Alright, flight control test. We're gonna go full left, full right, neutral, full down, full up, neutral, right rudder, left rudder, and neutral. All set. Let's get her moving. Go ahead and turn the taxi lights on. Strobes are on auto. Runway turn off light. And release those parking brakes. Let's get them spooling up. This plane starts moving. It's very easy to get this plane moving. And actually, I don't know why, if Phoenix like updated their plane or something, because this plane has been accelerating while I'm taxiing. Not right now, it's slowing down actually. Give it a little more juice, come on. You can do it, man. Keep this throttle open this whole time. Spoiler's gonna go on armed, auto brake max, and take up configuration test, and we're all good. Put it down to idle. Left hand turn. Let's not oversteer it a little bit here. Just a little bit, like that. Oh, perfect. Look at that. We'll take that. Nice and smooth. Crossing runway 33. Looking left, looking right, all clear. All the lights come on while we're crossing our runway. Let's do it quickly because we don't want to stay on here for a while. Textures are not the best in this airport, but we'll take it. Stay on center line and pump those engines up. 40% and 1. We can turn off the lights. There we go. Get her moving. Put a little above idle. That is the cabin. Let's go ahead. Listen to what the cabin has to say. Thank you. And we'll alert the cabin when we're ready. Let's stay center line here. Predictive wind shear comes on. This stuff comes on. The ARA comes on. All of a sudden, we're going to make a left turn here and take her all the way down. Not in a hurry. A nice and slow left turn here, not oversteer, not understeer it. We'll take that. Very nice. Very nice and smooth. Alright, 19 now, this should be good. And we're still accelerating. Take it back down to idle. This taxiway is too small in general. Sim sounds a little bit too high. Okay, I'll turn them down a little bit. Let's do like right there. Perfect. I should be good. Let me just real quickly double check the weather. Make sure we're not missing anything. Weather has not changed, right? Weather has not changed, except the temperature, but that's normal for Florida. Florida usually heats up really, really fast. Alright. Are we ready? Rolling takeoff, not stopping anywhere. Let it tighten stage for takeoff. We'll do them like that. There we go. Alright. We shall turn into the runway. Let's make this turn right here. We're gonna go ahead and enter the runway. No traffic anywhere around us. We're in 162.8, right? Yep. Lights come on. Perform the lineup. 40% N1. And flex. Start the clock. What a beauty. Man flex SRS. Auto thrust blue. There's 80 knots and 1 hundo. Releasing that downward pressure. There's V1 and rotate. Rotate. All them flight directors, positive rig gears coming up. Flight directors. Nav. And autopilot fly with. Oh wow. Yeah, we'll take that all day. Well, goodbye, Florida. The loneliest airport in Florida. There's a hard bank right turn. And lever climb. There's runway 22 and Punta Gorda behind us. What a bank! Look at that. Oh yeah, this is quite the view for it. Quite the view. My gosh, this sounds amazing. Where's the airport again? Oh. Alright, what are we at? 5,000. We can go ahead and clear the speed restriction. I'll climb up to 15,000. Flaps coming up. Bring those flaps up. And we can start to climb out. 210. I think I might have cleared the flaps a little bit too early, but we should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. It's CFM. This should take care of it. Nice and fast. Building up that speed. This is Port Charlotte, I believe. This right here is all Port Charlotte. Very nice town. Port Charlotte, Florida is a very, very nice town. Northport in this entire area right here. Northport is also an amazing town. I have grandparents living there. I'm going to be living there soon, probably in a few years or something. But very beautiful place. Absolutely love this part of Florida. And adios to it. The giant mall area. Okay, yeah, that is. There's downtown Northport with all the shops over there. They got a Costco over there, and then this is like the giant mall area. Yeah, Port Charlotte's a really nice area. But forget Florida, we're going off to Chicago Midway. Coming up at 8,000. 3 minutes in there, we can disarm the ground spoilers. No ATC, right? No. By the way, the sounds in Bravo 77 are very realistic and just like in real life. I gotta take a look at those. I've been wanting to get the Bravo Aerospace 787, and I gotta take a look. Because if they're saying they're good and other people are saying it's good, I gotta check it out at some point or another. Punta Gorda way behind us. Actually, I can probably see Fort Myers from here if I tried. Maybe. Nope, turns out I can't. Okay, that's all good. The current ones are MSF as a pulse. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so don't get the Kuro, guys. Don't get the Kuro. We're up at 10,000. What's up with the packs? Packs are good, right? 10,000 lights can come off. And we can go up to 38,000 for the cruise. Punch that in here. All set. Yeah, once we get up to cruise, we're gonna check out those sounds. Get that up and running, very nice. We are gonna fly by Tampa. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see it. Actually, that's already Tampa Bay. Sarasota's somewhere over there. This right here. Excuse me. Up to 38,000 to go. I low-key actually like these views. These wing views in the back, they're okay. Not the best for sounds, but actually they look pretty good. Honestly, you can't really get a bad wing view of the A320. You can't ever get a bad one. This one's obviously the best. Like these two front ones are obviously the best. This one's also really good. This one, okay, I'd say this one's probably one of the more disappointing ones, maybe. No, this one is the most disappointing ones. Good for visuals, not for sound, and I'd probably say this one's actually not too bad at all, because you get to see the flaps and all. This one is good for like startup sounds, same with this one, and then this one, of course, for that roar. But, who cares? The terrain heading on both of them, or the terrain bug on both of them. Alright, sim sound's coming down. Get some music up and going. 18,000, we're gonna pull for standard. And away to Chicago Midway we go. We do have Miami approach online, but we're not in Miami, so nope. And actually, all Chicago airports are experiencing quite a little bit of traffic. It's not too bad. There's a little rain coming. Little is subjective. There's actually quite a lot of rain coming through. Chicago Air's got 3 people on ground. About average. Actually, I can go ahead and show this. Actually, I don't have any private information hiding. Okay. Yeah, quite a few people. There's one in Chicago Executive somehow. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few rain coming. Quite a few. So yeah, we should have a pretty fun arrival. think, actually, hold on. I'm gonna take a look at myself because I don't know how much rain is gonna be. Because it was thunderstorming last night when I was going to bed, and I like thunderstorms when I go to bed. I can't confirm that's actually accurate. Hello. Come on, it's not that bad. Can I show this? What if I turn my brightness down? More? There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty accurate here. Hold on. Yeah, that looks good. And actually, it's flipped the right way. That looks good, alright. Not as bad as it looks on Volanza, but it's still quite a lot of rain. So, we're gonna have a fun time flying into Midway, okay? We're gonna have a very, very fun time. Where are we at right now? We're gonna be passing Tampa shortly. Being on our left-hand side, right over there. Yeah, we're not gonna see it. I think I actually have a mod for Tampa. Let me take a look. I don't think so. No, I have the scenery, but I think I have the scenery mod. What's the name of Volanza? My username is Nikita101014. This is a username I came up when I made a Roblox account back in. How many? 6 years ago, 2019, when I made a Roblox account. This is what I picked, and I've been using this username pretty much everywhere by this point. So, very nice. I just realized my cat was down here the whole time. Okay, so average landing, let's talk about this. This is not true because, well, because listen, my first few flights, okay? Punta Gorda to Miami, I had a negative 230 because of that weird float that I had. LA to Salt Lake City was a 141. LaGuardia to Midway was a 131. And then those two CRJ flights that I did, I didn't do them on stream, but negative 500 on that one. That's kind of my bad. Negative 500 should not be excused, my bad. And back from Jacksonville to Salt Lake City, this was a horrible landing. I low-key saved it though. I low-key saved it. It was good. Like I was coming down like this, probably all crooked and crap, and I somehow saved it. And then last night, yeah. So first of all, it looks like this. They had me coming around like that, and yeah, I kind of buttered it. I don't know. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It looked a lot smoother, but alas, what's this? I know what that is. All right. Anyways, let's try to let's try to fix this number today. Let's try to take it down to maybe like 250 at the very least. You know, we'll try our best. We'll try our very best. And again, I've only had Volanza for my first flight was the Miami Punta. No, sorry. It was the Punta Gorda to Miami flight. That was just 3 weeks. That was just 2 weeks ago, actually. Or maybe 3 weeks. Hold on. When did I stream it? When did this happen? This was June 26th. So okay, it's only been 2 weeks. So I've only had Volanza for 2 weeks. Okay, don't worry, man. I got you. I saw it. So I've only had Volanza for 2 weeks, and I already have a good amount of flights, about 6 flights. And what I mainly took the longest to do, I don't know why I hit it. I actually took all the time to put in all my liveries that I have because of my fleet. Very nice, very good-looking fleet. And yeah, I have a lot of CRJs in here now. So like Air Wisconsin, and it took me a while to position all of them because along with setting your home location, you can also set the current location. So a lot of them are at home. That Midway stream, the stream that I had last week, Midway to LaGuardia to Midway, I was moving this plane from LaGuardia over to Midway. That's what I was doing. I was moving it there. And then this plane's home is Sarasota. So yeah, yesterday I had to fly here just to reposition it for this flight, and then I'm gonna fly it up to Midway. And then from Midway, I'll probably take it back to. I think they fly to Cincinnati as well. Maybe I'll take it to like Memphis or something, or wherever. Where does Allegiant fly again? They probably fly to Jacksonville. Maybe Charlotte. Nah, probably not Charlotte. Probably take it like back down to Sarasota through like via Atlanta or something. Or maybe no. I'll actually keep it in Midway for now. Oh no, hold on. Maybe I should take it to Vegas. I've been wanting to do a Midway to Vegas flight, and maybe I can do it on Allegiant because Allegiant. There we go. Because Allegiant is actually based in Vegas. I did not know that until I looked it up yesterday. So, surprise. Alright, there's no ATC coming through. The only ones I see right now is Denver Approach. Well, they're always online. And New York Ground. New York Ground's been online for the longest time. New York Ground, actually, it just hopped on a few minutes ago. And Miami's still, of course, being the busiest airport in the mornings. 1 second, guys. Oh, what did I press? Oh, okay, my finger's in the wrong place. Tampa's way back there. I have a bit of a clearer view. There's the airport right there. But this looking nice. Very, very nice. Oh, we're actually gonna... Okay, so we're not gonna actually come off the land. I thought we were gonna like skim the land for a second. But nope, never mind, never mind. All is good, all is well. Let's hop back outside. Oh yeah. Actually, I've been playing around with something. I've been doing something like this recently. How's this shot for you guys? Like if I have to go somewhere, I'll have it like this. Oh yeah. That was my bad. I clicked on something. Yeah, I'll have it like this if I have to go somewhere. Which I am gonna have to go in like 10 minutes. Because I'm hungry. And I'll probably stay absent for probably about 30 minutes. JB7, what's up, man? Sorry, I don't know how long it's been said. What's up, man? We're back in the Allegiant bird. Last time I seen you, we were also doing an Allegiant flight. I don't know, you have like a natural attraction to this airline. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, we took her up from Myrtle Beach down to Sarasota, and she's been sitting there for the longest time. And since I use a program where I basically have a realistic fleet of aircraft where I keep track of their location, hold on. Yeah, like this. So like all of these aircraft are in a current location. All of them. And yeah, a lot of Southwest, a lot of Spirit, a lot of Frontier, because I love those airlines. And yeah, so this plane has been sitting in Sarasota for the longest time. Last night I took her, did a quick flight from where? Oh wait, okay. Yeah, I did a quick flight last night when I came back from work, like 10:30 my time. Like 11. Like I arrived. I took her from Sarasota to Punta Gorda for a quick repo flight. This is what real airlines do. They call it repo flights or positioning flights. Took her to Punta Gorda. I think I landed like 11:30 Eastern time yesterday, and now we're taking her up to Midway. So, the painstaking task that it was to put in 45 of my aircraft to give them all a home and a location. Most of them are, hold on, so there's 4 of them in O'Hare right now. I think most of them are in San Francisco. And actually, LA doesn't have a lot. Yeah, there's like 6 of them in San Fran. Denver has quite a few, mainly our Frontier aircraft. Miami just 1. Cancun, there's only 1. Okay, there's 3 of them in LaGuardia. Yeah, they're kind of scattered all along around the world. I got this one in Punta Cana from a stream a while back. Never touched that plane again. I know I flew back from Punta Cana to Miami, but that was a different aircraft. I'm an airplane, so I have about 45 in my fleet. I took them up from like 38 aircraft because I added all the CRJ aircraft as well. Because I took this one on 2 flights. Salt Lake City to Jackson Hole. By the way, Jackson Hole, we're going to do that at some point or another. Maybe, I have a flight planned for next week, Charlotte to Boston. That won't be pretty fun. It's on I have a 321, an Airbus 321 I can take for American Airlines from Charlotte to Boston. And then I also want to do like United operations from like Denver to Jackson Hole and back, because Jackson Hole is so beautiful. You guys have no idea how beautiful it is. Very, very nice airport. With 38,000, really? Oh, so we are. Seatbelts. What's up with the packs? Come on. Hold on. It's all good. No idea why it's orange. Alright, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Seatbelts are off. We're cruising at 38,000, flight level 380. Anyways, we're gonna do Denver Jackson Hole at some point. I have this plane. It's a United Airlines 319 I want to take on this flight. It's going to be very nice. 319 IAE engines from Denver to Jackson Hole and back. This will be very, very nice for a stream. What type of small aircraft was that you just had open on the screen? This is a I forgot exactly what company it is. Mitsubishi CRJ 700. I think it's Mitsubishi. Oh, Bombardier, excuse me. Not Mitsubishi. It's a Bombardier CRJ 700. They look a little like this. They're pretty common in like small airlines like this. So like, the cool thing is, so they'll have like the, you know, like the tail and the logo and the name of like a big airline, but they're usually operated by a smaller airline, more commonly SkyWest. Like if you look up, why did I just do that? Hold on. Like if you look up SkyWest Airlines, you know, you'll see a bunch of them. They also have their own liveries, right? But most of the time they operate under another airline. So like Delta, they'll have like CRJs painted in their colors, but it'll be like an Endeavor Air, for example. I cannot spell, absolutely cannot spell. Yeah, so it'll be like Endeavor Air, for example, operating Delta jets, or yeah, so like SkyWest can also operate like United looking planes, or American looking planes, or American Eagle. I'm sure you guys have heard of American Eagle. And also, the one that I have on here, this is the Air Wisconsin. This plane has not flown in like 3 years, like in real life. But why not have it as a livery? You know, I put it in Milwaukee. The commuter jets, correct? Yes. So they're mainly regionals. So yeah, they'll do like small flights. Like most of them, for example, you'll have like what's it down here? Okay, so most of them, they'll do like Chicago to Appleton, for example, or like Chicago Cleveland, Chicago St. Louis. Mainly they're all in Chicago right now. But yeah, they'll do like those small flights. I have not really an uncle, it's just a friend of my parents. He goes on little business trips, like around to Ohio and around the area. He like takes them to, for example, Akron's a really popular destination. They'll fly to Detroit, you know? I mean, look, if you look up to, hold on, no, let me try it again. If you look up any flight, okay, yeah, see, like for example, right here, it's the SkyWest from Peoria. You see, yeah, like I said, small little commuter flights, they'll do them like this. And actually, a lot of these planes have been doing a bit longer flights now. And again, O'Hare has a lot of them. Greensville, actually that's where my friend lives. Greensville, that's South Carolina, my bad. Knoxville. Then there's also these type, but these are a little bit longer. Nobody cares about those. Right, yeah, they're mainly for shorter flights. And people have been saying they're extremely uncomfortable because, I don't know if you've ever seen the layout of one of them. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the layouts, but it is not so pleasant. Usually 2x2s, or it looks like this a lot. So yeah, they're mainly small jets. I think my dad's actually flown on one of these. He does not like them. I don't know if anybody actually likes them, but they're pretty. Actually, hold on, no. I'm gonna go ahead and rant about these because these planes are annoying little specks to fly. So we've had a CRJ in the flight simulator since like 2021. Like that was, I remember when that came out, it was like one of the best aircraft to date, and it was bad. Like, okay, it was good for the time because we didn't have planes like the Phoenix or a PWG. They didn't enter the scene yet, you know. So it was like one of the only good plane. And now since we have all these, we look back at it and think, huh, that was a really bad plane. So SIMSOFT, they're the company that made the plane. They came out last week with an update, last Monday. And this plane is absolutely amazing now. Like, it handles so much better. The systems have so much depth in them. And you can also get a sound pack for them. I'm sure their flights are priced well, though. No. If you actually, the smaller flights are probably the most expensive. Go ahead and look at a few flights. So we'll go to Chicago to, where do we want to go? Let's go to Cleveland, actually. Chicago to Cleveland. Flying. So Southwest will take, actually, that's surprisingly cheap. I'm surprised. This is like Spirit Airlines type, this is literally Spirit Airlines type tickets. No, not okay. Let's look like Expedia. I don't know. They're gonna be tracking it from now on. Yeah, let's go to from Chicago to Cleveland. Let's go like American Airlines. Why not? Actually, wait, hold on. Nope. Okay, so United takes us out for a 94. Seriously? Wow, that is a lot cheaper than I thought. Okay, I see Frontier, the budget airline goes. Budget airline, not so budget anymore. I'm sure the flights are. Oh, hold on, I read about that. Why don't we fly to Poland? I don't do international flights, to be honest. I haven't ever been to Europe on an actual flight. Like, if I actually have to fly somewhere international, it'll be either like Punta Gorda, Mexico, or I have done Canada twice to Toronto. Never again though. I'm not flying to Canada again. Horrible in there. No scenery, and it's still freaking dead. But Europe, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of doing long transcontinental flights. Why do I keep closing here? Oh wait, stupid. I wasn't even showing that. That's my bad. Yeah, Frontier, the budget airline, not being so budget. United for $94. Just American for $99. I want to see maybe what flight is it. No, I don't want to sign in. I'm trying to see the flight numbers. Okay, 139. Okay, this looks more like it. A little bit more expensive, but it is very nice. Oscar, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. We're looking at the tickets to Cleveland for some reason. We were talking about oh, okay. We were talking about the little CRJ aircraft. These ones. Where? Hold on. We were talking about these planes and how annoying and what little pisses they are to fly. Really, really stupid little planes. Not because they're small, but they are. Oh my gosh, bro. The autopilot. There's not even autopilot. There's no such thing as auto throttle. So you gotta manually control your speed and cruise. The autopilot is bugged out. Not that it's like bad. This is how they really fly. The autopilot is horrible. No auto throttle. It is impossible to set myself up for an ILS approach. I don't want to fly, but I still do want to fly. So we'll have to figure it out sometime. So I'm out. They have homework over the summer break. Gotta do school during the regular time, man. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna blame you. Sorry. Work on that first, though. I'll say, you know, get it out of the way first. What are we at? I have had autopilot disconnect on me a few times, but it should be good for now. We're starting to get some clouds rolling in here. But yeah. So these planes are little annoying little pisses. Why is this in Jackson Hole? Hold on. Okay, I gotta reposition this plane. Okay, so here's an example of what am I gonna do. Why is the home in O'Hare? Okay, so I'm gonna reposition this plane over to Denver over the next week. You know, quickly do a quick flight just to move it there, and then not next week, probably not next week, but the week after that, we'll do a Denver to Jackson Hole back to Denver flight. How's that, guys? And actually, I can go ahead and make the thumbnail right now. Okay. I'll show you guys how I do it. So let's do that right now. I use Pixel. I'm not paying for freaking Photoshop, man. I'm not giving money to those people. So first of all, we said I'm gonna first of all look up the livery I have. So I'm flying. The only small United I have is November 895 UA. Let's go ahead and look this up. Got a few good selections. Trying to figure out which one's which. This is not it. This one's the right aircraft. Those airplanes are very old. They are extremely old, yes, and that's why they're annoying to fly. It's because they're very old. 43. Hold on. Okay, we'll assume that. Hold on. Actually, if I look here, this is the only one with this one. So let's see how this one looks. So I drag this over. Delete this one. Let's see how it looks. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and change this text now already. So Denver, Jackson, and Jackson's Hole over to Denver. Again, maybe I can make it a little bit smaller. I don't know. Let's try a few others. Let's try. Oh, I want to see real quickly. Does this have anything? No. Okay, so the cabins are completely normal. This is also that plane. I don't know how good that will look. Let's try this one. This one looks like it might be nicer. That's a lot nicer. Okay. Even though it's not the right livery, we'll still do it because this is the one that looks good. I try to match the livery. So, for example, like for the Allegiant one, right? The livery, sorry, the plane you see on the thumbnail is actually the one I'm flying right now. But, you know, this is the one that actually looks good. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Denver to Jackson or to Denver. Or actually, yeah, we're going to do this. Looks all good. I'm going to go ahead and save it. And I actually have an entire folder with all the thumbnails. So this is going to be K Denver, over to K Jackson Hole, back to K Denver, via the Fenix A320. Alright, thumbnail's ready. That's how I make a thumbnail. That easy. It's almost like a template I have at this point. Yeah, so again, the CRJs are extremely old. That's one of the reasons why they're hated so much. They're really, really dated, and nobody's willing to update them. I think they're probably going to be out of service in about 10 years. Probably. I feel like you're flying one. 35 minutes in the air. I'm going to head upstairs because I'm getting a little hungry. No ADC delay. We're always on time. Always on time. Airtime is supposed to be 2 hours 25, so about 2 hours to go. And then gate to gate, 2 hours 53. We got about 2 hours left until we got to get back to the gate. So I'm going to go head out. I'm going to go eat right now. And yeah, okay, let's actually track my flight. No, we're gonna do this. There we go. I'll try to leave it for you guys because I'm gonna head out for about 30 or so minutes. Try to leave it in this camera view. This is number 1 or 2. This camera view, so you guys can see where we are and what's going on over here. Type in channel 1 for this, 2 for this. One, 2. Let's see some audience participation at this point. Hopefully we don't have any ATCs that hopped on, like Atlanta Center. I hope they don't hop on while we're in the area. Otherwise, we're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. I don't want to be banned because I can't switch frequencies. Actually, we just entered Georgia, so welcome to Georgia, everybody. Coast isn't that far away, surprisingly. Not actually, I can see it over there. Coast over there as well. We're gonna go with. We're gonna go ahead with this one. We're gonna go ahead with this view so you guys can see. All right, I'm gonna be AFK for a little while, so enjoy the music, and I'll be back. Nope, I will be back. Hopefully. Not too long. Okay, quick checkup on our flights. So, about halfway at this point. Good amount halfway. Taking a look. Okay, so Jacksonville Center actually hopped online right after we left the airspace, so thankfully that did not interfere. And like I said, we're actually a little more than halfway through. Rain is starting to come in a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, so there's a little bit of rain coming in. Not too much, but it's going to be rolling in as we're flying in there. There is some traffic. There is some traffic on in Midway. One Southwest came in from Cleveland, and then there's one Southwest going to Portland. And then we're actually going to park at a gate that we've never parked at before in Midway, so should be fun. Real quickly, I'm going to head out again for like 20 minutes, and I'll be back. I promise. This will be the last time I'm going to head out. So, yeah. I'll be back shortly, okay? Again. Okay, I returned and I'm staying. Okay, I'm staying. Don't worry about it. Top of the descent coming right up. Very, very nice. Top of the descent in... How long is it? Oh yeah, here's the thing. What the frick? Okay, and lagging this for some reason. Nope, all fixed. All is good, all is well. Oh, and this camera's off. Louisville, somewhere here. Oh, here it is. Louisville to our left, just past Muhammad Ali Airport. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I believe Allegiant flies to Louisville, doesn't it? Let's take a look. So they fly to Lexington and they fly to Indianapolis. Okay, so I'm gonna have they fly to. I did not know that they fly to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, like okay, not a lot of flights to Fort Lauderdale. Allegiant Nashville, Chicago Midway, Indianapolis. Okay, so Indianapolis. If I get the Indianapolis scenery, I know exactly who I'd fly to there. We can do like Indianapolis to Destin or Indianapolis Savannah. Indianapolis to you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, top of the descent is coming up in how much? 28 in about 10 minutes. Top of the descent. Okay, so Allegiant, Allentown, Appleton, Austin. They fly to Austin. Okay. Akron, Albany, Belleville, St. Louis. They fly to Boston. Okay, they do fly to Boston. Interesting. Cedar Rapids, Charlotte. Okay, they do fly to Charlotte. That's good to. Oh, Concord Regional. Okay. That's boring. Chicago Midway, Chicago Rockford, Cincinnati, Colorado Springs, Columbus. They do actually fly to Cade, Denver. Okay. Fort Lauderdale, Fort Walton, Flint, who'll be messaging me? It's gonna maintain flight level 240. Okay, let's take a look at our... Why is this so laggy? My goodness. Fine like this, but when I look inside... Okay, no, it's actually fine. Just that my movements are all jittery. Okay, so looking at this right here, let's take a look. The Drzewiecki at flight level 240. Then... Fisk at 11,000. And then Haley at 6,000. And then finally TAC at 3,000. Okay, so first to flight level 240 on the descent. Yo, Evan, what's up, man? New account? Oh, you completely rebranded. Nave. Haven't streamed in a while. Cool, Boston Red Sox logo, very nice. I'm glad to have you on board. We're just about to start descent into Chicago Midway. We're doing a little bit of an Allegiant ops. I'm gonna be doing this flight, like I'm gonna be flying Allegiant Punta Gorda to Chicago Midway in real life, late September. And a little excited, quite excited for Allegiant. I've never flown it before. My grandparents have, but I have not. So more or less excited to fly Allegiant. Don't know how full these flights usually are, so I loaded on about 127 people, or at about 70% capacity. Again, I have no idea how full their flights get, so we're gonna see. Midway, so far we have, if we take a look at the winds, we should probably start planning for arrival. Midway. 2507, so it would be favoring 22 left. Scattered 14,000, broken 26,000, broken 16, broken 250, temperature was 216 out of 903. And what's the weather like? Oh wait, hold on, for weather. I know I have to get back to that. Dude, take the time. I would love to fly with you at some point. I have, oh wait, hold on, never mind. Yeah, if you're ever like streaming at a perfect time, I'd love to fly with you. That'd be amazing. Hold on, what was I looking at? Oh, weather. How do I see weather in this? Oh wait, hold on, I need Volanza. Dude, I don't know if you know about Volanza, but it is like a really cool program. You could like, you know, you could track your flights, right? It looks like this. You could also freaking build your fleet. Took me about a week to insert every single plane that I use. I've been flying the CRJs recently. I've checked out Jackson Hole. These little suckers are so annoying to fly. If you, for your sanity, don't do it unless you really want to. Unless you really want to annoy yourself. I just got my flight booked yesterday. San Diego to Phoenix to Boston, and then Boston to Philadelphia and San Diego. Phoenix is definitely gonna be a fun connection. Philadelphia, don't know how I feel about that. I haven't been to Philadelphia in 2016. I actually, hold on. You know what? Just as a little treat. Hold on. I was closing for a second. Let's do this. Hold on. I have pictures from my Philadelphia trip from 2016. If I, this is from a while back. I think we took this one. By the way, this plane still flies, just so you know. Like, it's still an active plane in Frontier's fleet. Very nice. I'm the one on the right. My little brother's on the left. Oh yeah, fun times. It was an evening departure, so very fun. I don't remember a lot from that trip, except the fact that when we were flying to Philadelphia, we were delayed like 3 hours, 2 hours because of a storm. It was absolutely horrible. You have to get Atlanta. All right, man, that's awesome. Next time you're flying, I'm gonna send you. Actually, hold on. At any point, you can skip back. This is my username. You can friend me if you want. At any time. I've flown to Philly before and drove to Boston. Is it far? Philly to Boston, probably. What is it? Oh, from Philly. Okay, so maybe 4 or 5 hours. Oh, 6 hours? Dang. Hold on. Okay, so same thing as like Chicago, Louisville. I've drove like Chicago to Fort Myers before. I've done that before. It's about a 20-hour drive. We drive around 12 hours to Atlanta the first night, and then we just last like the last 6-7 hours to Florida. And on the way back, we actually just did this trip I think in May. When on the way back, we drove all the way to Nashville for the night, and then drove home the very next day. It was very fun. It comes to me. All right, storm's rolling in. Let's get landing. So we're gonna go ahead and descend 240. Seatbelts can come on. Starting our descent into Chicago at some point. Attitude, there we go. Bunch of speed restrictions, wow. All right, let's start planning this out. So
The chart, so the wind, hello. Okay, winds. Over at Midway are still favoring 22 left, or 250. So, right here. So looking at the winds, we decided 22 left Zulu. This is the one that takes you like along downtown Chicago, like along the skyline. This is a very nice approach. Minimum is 923. Go ahead, pop that in here. So 9 or 23 the minimums. This is an ILS, right? Oh no, this is actually a visual. Okay, so do we use the decision height then? No, we'll just use Barrow. Although the decision height is 312. So, okay, what's the actual elevation of the runway? The actual elevation. Doesn't say, right? Doesn't say. Hold on. Find on the back. What's up, man? We're actually just started descent into Chicago. We're gonna pick up the slope here. We're actually gonna go down to 11,000 because there's a constraint draw us at level 240, and then right after that it's gonna be over to Fisk at 11,000. So we're gonna start going down for that. So Fisk 7. Yeah, so draw us at 24,000. Indianapolis Center told us that no ATC as we're coming in. Unfortunately. And yeah, no ATC. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no ATC as we're coming down. There is a little bit of showers coming into Chicago. Nothing I see in real life because I just went for a bike ride, but we'll see. So Fisk at 11,000, Haley 6,000. German at 4,000, at our butt 4,000, and then Boca, and then this is going to be Trass, I believe. Is it Trass? Is that what it is? Tact, that's what it is. Tact at 3,000, so we'll put 3,000 on that. And then from there, it's going to be the RNAV RMP Yankee, runway 22 left from here. Through downtown, 3,000 to Dixon, and from there, we'll just RNAV it all the way down to runway 22 left, and then 22 left. Coming out of here, we're gonna take any one of these exits. If we manage to get to Kilo, we're just gonna take Kilo all the way across here, and then Allegiant parks at these two gates over here, like some of the rarest gates in all of Midway. Never seen anybody park here, except Allegiant, of course. Allegiant and Volaris park here. Frontier's got these two gates. Allegiant's got these gates. We're gonna park at this closest gate to right here, because actually the way parking here is really cool. I'll show you guys. The pushback takes you out like all the way out here and turns you around. So we'll park at either one of these two gates. If we go to Midway exactly right now, we can go to all ground charts. They're gonna have parking spots. We're gonna go ahead and favor that one. Alpha 10 is what it's called. Yes, we'll do Alpha 10 for parking. Because there's a giant restaurant over here, and it's gonna look really cool. Trust, guys. Then, okay, that's pretty much it actually. So yeah, if we exit runway 22 left by Kilo, we'll just take Kilo all the way. Actually, either way, we're just gonna take. Although, actually, can we do that? Okay, if we exit Kilo, we'll take Kilo all the way down. If we exit any other place, then like Yankee 2 or Victor or Yankee 1, we'll just take Yankee and then Tango all the way down. So glad everybody understands. Oh no, actually no, hold on. Since the flow is gonna be 22 left, everyone's gonna be going this way. So we probably will take Kilo all the way here. Because you know, if 22 left's a departure, everyone's pushing, they're all kinda going like this. You know, all like this. So it wouldn't make sense if we come in through here and taxi like that. We might as well go this way, you know? Manage through the flow. And now I gotta delete all this crap. So yeah, we got it. Basically, we'll take Yankee Kilo down to Tango 3 and Concourse Alpha. We got it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, back at this. We'll get the weather data posted in here. What was the altimeter again for Midway? Chicago Midway altimeter is wind 250 at 7, altimeter 29903. I thought it tasted a little humid out there. Winds 250 at 7. The temperature was 26. Really? That hot? It does not feel 26 degrees Celsius out there. 70 degrees? Okay, maybe. Okay, cross Fisk at 11,000. South Bend altimeter 299.5. So Fisk down at 11,000. We got that set in here. 30,000 feet. This plane descends very slowly. Not a problem, but you know, it's an Airbus. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? So zoom in a little bit so we can start to see stuff. I want to see where Indy is gonna be. We're gonna fly by Indy anywhere? Isn't Dross Indianapolis? Hold on. Oh, we already flew by Indianapolis. Okay. Okay, Indy's way back there. Okay, not too far back. It's like right there. Okay, all good. So yeah, just leave it behind us, I guess. I'm surprised you can't have multiple ones of these on. No ATC coming down still. Indy approach and Indy ground is hopping online, and Jacksonville Center is online. I don't know how I still see Jacksonville Center from all the way out here. Like I said, a little bit of rain rolling in. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Yeah, we're doing good on fuel, 8,900 before drops. If we go over here to fuel. No, hold on, can I just go? Where is it? Oh, times and waves, here we go. No, that's not it, hold on. Okay, flight log. By draws. Hello. Okay, draws 7.6. We're doing well fine. We go over to landing. Actually, let's go back here. We're gonna go back up through here. We go to landing. A little rocky down here. We go over here. Refresh the METAR. Post that in here. Max auto brake reverse. We're gonna try not to use foot brakes because that's preferably not what we want. 129.6. Say we run 3,000. 128.6. Say 4,000. 128.6. Use max manual. Max manual. That's what foot brakes though. So we don't want to. Whoa. We don't want to really use foot brakes. We'll do no auto throttle. Actually, it's fine. We're gonna land anyways. We'll still make it before we run off the runway. So. Actually, let me go ahead and look up what does it mean to use max manual. Gotta chat GPT everything in the world. Bless you. Alright, so yeah, so max manual on the Fenix A320 is an auto brake setting. It's actually more of a braking performance label, not something you select via auto brake panel. So here's what it actually means. Max manual refers to maximum manual brake effort applied by you pressing the rudder pedals as hard as possible. It mentions in the QRS performance charts usually when calculating stop distances without auto brakes. So if you use max manual in the landing distance, it means you're expected to leave auto brakes off and apply full brake pressure manually with the rudder pedals after touchdown. Usually in short landings or rejected takeoffs, I'd do that. Okay, but here's the question though. So believe me, I know this 100%. If I slam on the brakes, and I mean like slam on the brakes, like from touchdown, if I touch down right over here, I'm gonna stop right here if I use foot brake. Believe me, I know that 100%. And what it's telling me is I'm gonna, even with max manual, I'm gonna use like a good half of the runway. Believe me, if I touch down over here, I'm not gonna stop over here. Like yeah, I'm gonna exit right here. So we're not gonna do that. But what we will do is we're gonna use medium auto brake with a little bit of foot brakes. Just a little bit. Okay, so I'm telling him that I can stop a lot earlier, and that would mean I would have to like burn the brakes. So yeah, it's really, really brutal on the brake for max manual. Okay, what I'm just focusing on right now is to touch down nice and smoothly. That's all I care about now. They're gonna look where we are. It's 17,000. We're gonna go ahead and pull standard. 2993. Actually 905 because we're in southbound right now. Okay, so fan brakes. Yeah, we're gonna use max manual. If we have to, we'll touch the foot brakes if we really have to. Music comes off for my sanity and for all the viewers, and because we're already below 18,000. Okay, we're gonna go down to 10,000. We're gonna have to go down to 6,000 because Hayes has it at 6,000. Haley has it at 6,000. Let's do that. So here's where the clouds start rolling in. And again, descent happens very quickly. Sim sounds are gonna come up, We can listen to those sweet, sweet engines, those sweet, sweet sounds. We're all good over here. Still, no ATC, correct? Take a look. Still no ATC anywhere. There is a plane in Gary right now. I don't know where he's doing. Traffic in O'Hare. We got 2 planes in Terminal 1. 1 plane going to Palm Springs. It's an American. And then 1 plane in the Diamond 62 that just arrived. So 4 aircraft in O'Hare right now. And then I'm the only one arriving into Midway right now. There is a plane in Midway. He's going over to Portland. Not sure what he's doing. He's on Valanza, but I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. He's on 2024. Interestingly enough. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start tuning ourselves into Chicago approach. We're all good here, figured it all out. 2.5 the temperature, right? 2.5 the temperature. It's cooling down a little bit here. 5. Yes. Punch that in here. Looking back over here, we're just gonna cross-check. Keep cross-checking it with this. And this says 2.6. Okay, so what we're gonna do, okay, hold on, looking at the gates. So annoying. I'm gonna keep doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and start tuning ourselves into the frequency. So they're gonna be up here. So let's see. Is there a Midway approach, or is it just Chicago approach? Okay, it's just approach. Chicago approach 128.2. Hold on. Yeah, 128.2. Tower's gonna be 135.2. 135.2. 5.2, and then ground's gonna be 118.075. Got it. Okay, looking over to Fisk, which should be visible. Here we go. 6,000 Haley, 4,000 to Germain, and then tacked at 3,000. I didn't see it up here. There's 10,000 coming through. What was 10,000 that? Was that V? Oh no, that was a limit. Okay. So here's the cell we're coming up on, or is that further in the future? That's further in the future. Okay, we're gonna go down to 4,000. After 3,000 attack, let's do that. We're gonna push for this for plan managed speed, right? Yeah, open. Managed descent. 10,000 feet, lights come on. What's up with the packs? They're all fine. Okay, so as we're landing, we're gonna monitor the brake temperature, wheels. We're gonna watch these. We might want to drop gear a little bit early, depending on how we feel, because again, I don't know how late we're gonna touch down. We're gonna aim for the stripes. But we might have to drop the gear early just to fan them out a little bit, just to be safe. You know what I mean? So we are gonna drop them probably as we get to like. Actually, no, that's usually where they drop them. They usually drop them right over downtown Chicago, so we'll just do that. About 2 hours 29 in the air. We're supposed to be 2 hours 25. We got about 15 minutes to get down to the ground. We should be there. If not, we'll make it by airtime. Sorry, by gate time. Alright, we set auto brake medium is the setting we're going with. There's 10,000 lights are all on. We're not gonna call the flight attendants yet. It's a little too early. Chicago Center advises press Haley at 6,000, midway altimeter 29903. Let's set that in here. Beautiful. Okay, anything else? No. We're gonna taxi. There's the flight attendants trying to talk with us. We're not gonna let them. Beautiful. Check out these views as we're coming down through North Indianapolis. These clouds look amazing, as they should. And my gosh, these views are so good. I love this view so much. There's trees down there. A lot of trees. A lot of trees in North Indy. There's the lake already. We're taking it slow, right? 8,600 right now. I'm gonna open up this chart again just because I need it. Which one? Here we go. Well, we're gonna take. We can probably make kilo actually. We'll take this one just to be safe. Yankee Kilo. Cross 31 left. Cross 31 right. Cross 31 left. Cross 31 right. Kilo. Tango 3. We got it. Pretty straightforward. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, we're gonna clean up our screen. We're gonna open up the flight recording just to have it at the ready because, oh my goodness, is it gonna be good. We're gonna start it nice and early. We're gonna start it with the view of downtown Chicago. It is gonna be very, very good. Gonna be a very good landing. Very good landing. Okay, let's have a good landing. $7,000. Again, we're gonna monitor these brakes as we're coming down, as we land, because if they're getting a little too hot, and they're gonna be hot, so don't touch it. If they're gonna be hot, then yeah, we're gonna have to cool them off. Via the brake pans. Our brake pans don't come on until we're either standing, preferably not because we're just going to taxi straight in, or if we are, what's it called? Self brake. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna watch these brakes. Hopefully they don't get too hot. So nobody on VATSIM in Midway. There are 3 aircraft in O'Hare though. There's a 320 going over to Cedar Rapids. United 777. So a 787 going over to Tokyo Narita. and then a 737-800 to Palm Springs. These on 133.0, which is an interesting frequency, not a realistic frequency. Oh, wait, hold on. Unless he's on a ramp frequency. Maybe he's on a ramp frequency for clearance. There's nobody online, though, for ATC anywhere here. If we go over to weather... Okay, so Salt Lake City Tower and San Diego Tower online. Birmingham ground, Austin ground, that's Austin, right? Houston Intercontinental ground, Indianapolis ground, Boston Tower, JFK ground, all of Jacksonville Center, Miami approach, Orlando approach, Orlando Tower. Bless you again. Okay, so there actually isn't a lot of precipitation coming through. No, just really, really cloudy. We're below the clouds now? Ooh, no, we're just about... Just about to go through the... Well, okay, no, this is like a giant opening that we're flying through. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, Allegiant's liveries actually look very good. I'm not gonna lie. They look pretty appealing. Okay? I'm not gonna lie on that part. Okay, so not a lot of precipitation. It's going to be... We don't have a lot of winds coming through, so... Should be all good. There's 6,000 at Haley. Frames are taking a little bit of a hit. Just gotta get a new CPU by some point. Yeah, so most of the precipitation is dissipating around the Chicagoland area. Over the lake now. Very nice. Very nice. Go ahead and get this view as we're coming out. Very appealing. Very good looking. Definitely good looking. About 4,000. We're gonna go down to 3,000 for tact, and then Gale's also at 3,000. We're gonna start cutting down the speed as we get closer and closer to the land. I want to get my camera. What the frick? How did that happen? Oh look, there's a shadow. Okay, let's set up a good view. We're gonna take a picture with. Because like I said, we're gonna be flying over downtown Chicago. We gotta look well dressed and very pretty for downtown Chicago. Come on, come on. It's the proper state. What happened to the radar? That is not supposed to happen. Okay, that's a glitch. A lot of dirty windows. Whoa, why is the camera up here? Alright, we're gonna turn off terrain radar. Do not need it anymore. We know exactly where we are. There's nobody online in my VATSIM area. I can't see Indianapolis approach or Indianapolis ground for some reason anymore. About 4 minutes left. Okay, we figured all this out. We have all this figured out already. Just making sure 9023, 229 the course. Whoa, lotta lag there. Oh yeah, it's because downtown Chicago is starting to come in. That's a lot of lag. There's downtown Chicago starting to load in. Chicago Midway is right there, all along the skyline is loading in. It's a turn. There's a museum of science and industry, I believe. Actually, we zoom in. What's the final altitude before the runway? It's yacht. Okay, so the actual altitude is 656. So we're gonna go down to 1500. All right, here's where the lag's coming in. Everything's starting to load in here. Again, everything's just loading in. Fine. Again, Field Museum, it's a Museum of Science and Industry, very nice place in Chicago. Definitely visit if you're ever in town. Soldier Field right here. McCormick Place, no, Soldier Field's right here. McCormick Place right here. Chicago Hair's out over there. No idea what's happening with the freaking the frames.
2,500.
2,500 AGL. And there go my frames. Okay, absolutely destroyed. A lot of dark clouds coming into Chicago. That's fine. Hello there, downtown. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. The textures can't load in. They keep on loading. That's why there's so much lag. Midway's right there. We should probably start dropping flaps. Yep, here we go. As the flaps come down, there's VDEV. We got our glide path and our descent path. Approach mode is ready. Our landing speed is 135. 147 as right now. We're gonna go flaps 1. Speed's coming back here. We're gonna go ahead and start our flight recording. Starting that recording now. Alright. Yep. Lag. About average. Please don't crash. I'm begging not to crash. Okay, good. We're all good. Try that again. Okay. We're gonna go flaps 2. We're gonna go approach mode is on and armed. Chicago Midway on our 11 o'clock. There's downtown Chicago. Very, very nice. Very beautiful, as always. Let's not kill ourselves with this lag here. There's our descent path. I'm gonna go flaps 3 and gear down. Dropping that gear. No idea why my frames are hitting that bad right now. My goodness, we're down to like 10. 2,000 feet. There's a left turn. There's old Comiskey Park, now City Rate Field or something. I don't know. I'm not a White Sox fan, so I wouldn't know. We're gonna arm those speed brakes. We're on max, right? Yes, we are. We're going flaps full. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the landing. Flaps full, gear down. Spoilers are armed. Getting ready to turn off that clock. Go ahead, unpin this. Go around altitude is 2600. Heading 181. 2600. Heading 181. Heading 181. Hello. 181.
1,000.
1,000 feet check. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the landing. Are you landing? Yes, sir, man. Flight attendant seats for landing. Let's do this. Let's try not to smash it this time, okay? Let's not smash it into the ground. One few last views out the window as the lag hopefully goes away. No, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Of course the lag doesn't go away. Autopilot. My aircraft. Let's stay on that glide path. Not the not localizer, not glide slope, but glide path. Keep them there. It's a little windy coming in here. It's a headwind, but it's still a little windy.
300. Minimum.
Yeah, really windy coming in. 200. Staying on that glide path. Go to the right.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Flare it. With a float. We'll take it. Decel, spoilers. We are going to use those foot brakes. We are in fact going to use them. Reversers. We did have to use the foot brakes. Spoilers. I'm gonna make a turn right here. Stop that clock. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago Midway. What a laggy ass landing. My goodness. Alright. Keep those taxi lights on. Clock has stopped. We're going to taxi Yankee Kilo. So it's going to be a left turn here. We're going to clean up those flaps. Cleaning up those flaps. Take a left turn here, and we're going to go ahead and taxi straight. And then our first right on actual taxiway. Actually, I forgot about this, but we got to switch over to tower. And then 118. 0.075.
Yeah.
0.075. This taxiway? No, this right here is a kilo. So we're gonna take kilo right here. We're gonna get the APU fired up.
Game.
APU start. 118.075. So like that. The ground.
Yeah.
Hello. Wow, the lag is here.
Like,
I don't know. I have no idea why it's this laggy. I don't have that many sceneries loading in. Crossing 3, 1 left, 1 3 right, all clear. Give it a little bit of juice.
make your, like, you know, overnight. You can take it on the go. Yo, you know that you have to eat your food in the morning? Good job.
I freaking hate how much lag I have here. No idea why, but I'm sure getting a new CPU will fix it. So we're gonna have Alpha 10. This is the last one we're gonna cross. So Alpha 10. Alpha 10. Here we go. Alpha 10. Nope, I know exactly where it is.
I'm just eating less. Like before, I used to snack a lot.
Worldwide. Alpha 10, we know exactly where that is. We're gonna go ahead and take this one. Hello.
No.
Will you activate? Thank you.
Bro, I've lost so much weight.
Jeez, this lag is unbearable. Maybe it's the fact that I have Volanta and freaking VATSIM open at the same time. Alright, so left turn here. And we're gonna follow that one into Tango 3. Alright, and then following them into here. A little bit of juice as we go. APU is ready. Entering the ramp, all the lights come off. I don't know why it's this lagging. Jesus. Alright, you know what? Slam it on the brakes because I cannot do this. This is like horrible. It's never been this laggy before. No idea why. Okay, here's what we're doing. Picking her up, starting to move her.
Yeah, here you go.
Jesus Christ, what the frick? Alright.
Bro, why do you whisper this song, bro?
Why is it this bad? Oh my god. There's no reason it should be this bad. There's literally no reason. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and veer into here. There is no freaking reason it should be this bad. So now let's turn this direction and let go of the pedals. Okay, and that was horrible parking, but we'll take it. Nevertheless. Lower down. Stop it. Okay, good parking. Mediocre parking. Oh my god. No, hold on. Why the frick is it doing this? Alright, you know what? We're closing up Volanta. Alright, hold on. This lag, I'm sorry. This is just horrible. Seatbelts come off, beacon comes off. Engine 1 and engine 2. We're gonna go ahead and end our Volanta flight. Landing rate was -93. Really? Wow. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, we're closing up Volante because this is, I'm pretty sure this is what's causing all the lag. We're disconnecting from VATSIM. Dismiss. Out of here. We closed everything up. I don't know why it's this laggy. Jesus, this is unplayable. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? We're not even gonna do replay because this is unbearable. Literally unbearable. I have no idea what is the reason. Was it the replay thing? No, hold on. Okay. You know what? We're zooming out of here first of all. No, because this is actually unplayable. So where can we put our camera down? It's a little better. Is it the air? Is it actually the aircraft? Wow, yeah, well, so we're not doing replay. It was not this bad anywhere else. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Okay, well, very amazing landing. Negative 93 coming into Chicago, and then horrible, absolutely horrible FPS coming into here. Okay, now it's doing better. Nope, as soon as I freaking say that, it goes all to shit. Of course it does. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna freaking do it for today. I don't know. I don't know why it's this bad with FPS. I'll have to deal with that later. And until then, thank everybody for watching. Next time we're gonna go over to Boston. FPS should be a lot better there. Thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Where's my mouth? Here we go. Peace.